There is no set end date for the case between Ripple and the SEC. This isn't just a catchy saying. These changes are real. This is what the CEO of Ripple and other experts say. It's the best sign ever for going up. But what crypto experts say about the story makes it even more interesting. There are people who think the XRP Ripple coin might be worth more than $1,000. You're not ready for this. Watch the whole thing. Let's skip all the other stuff and get right to the point. Not bene. When August 15th comes around, everyone in the XRP community holds their breath. A lot of people believe that today could be the most important day in Ripple's history. The due date for a court-ordered progress report is true, but it holds a lot more weight than that. Since December 2020, Ripple and the Securities and Exchange Commission have been in court together. The case may finally be coming to an end. This morning, Mark Fagel, a well-known and respected former SEC lawyer, said on X that both Ripple and the SEC are likely to drop their claims before the deadline. Even though August 15th isn't a firm due date, Fagel made it clear that it's a reporting milestone that could show big changes taking place behind the scenes. He said, "I think the parties are setting themselves up to make a decision before then," which added to rumors that a peaceful answer is close at hand. There would not always be a full deal if the appeals were dropped, but it would show that both sides are trying hard to reach a deal. People who use XRP are very hopeful because of that thought. Many important people on X, such as XRP Dragon, have been telling people to be careful. Tomorrow could be the most important day, he wrote. In the history of XRP. Prepare for a circle-shaped movement. Big new XRP news coming, said us.Thankx, another well-known person. This isn't just hype. Things are really going on below the surface. A lot of people think that the fact that Ripple paid the $125 million fine shows that the business is ready to move on. On the other hand, it is said that the SEC is just going through normal steps inside the company. As Fagel puts it, the SEC can officially throw out the case once it is done with its internal vote, which usually takes 2 months. If Ripple did the same thing, the case would be over. This would make it clear what the rules are about XRP, which has been not clear for years. A lot of people have never thought of this case as being only about Ripple. This has to do with how crypto will be handled by the government in the decades to come. Another important thing that could be decided in this case is how to handle other digital assets, how the SEC will police the law, and how new ideas can grow without being slowed down by old laws. Not only could the XRP case change crypto law, but it could also change the bigger story of how states and decentralized systems learn to live together. Things are getting better, even though there aren't any government documents to back up these claims yet. As of now, most reports about problems or delays have been put to rest. Judge Anaisa Torres hasn't made a ruling yet, and it looks like everyone is being honest. Things that looked like they would never get better are slowly getting better. It's important to pay attention to the next few weeks. People who invest should be careful and pay close attention. What if the appeals are really thrown out? Then XRP could finally go where it wants to go without having to worry about the law. But it's not just price movements. That could also be fun. Clear thinking, progress, and a long-awaited sense of victory are needed for one of the most troubled crypto projects. What happens next could completely change the future of XRP and the whole crypto market, even though the case may be ending. Let's see what the top crypto experts and researchers think will happen to the price of XRP. I also promise that some of these predictions will come as a surprise. XRP people are starting to worry that they will miss out on something big. One XRP will soon be worth a lot less than what you paid for it, Bale wrote. It's becoming more and more certain that there will be a huge rise soon that will turn regular investors into millionaires quickly. In the last 4 weeks, Steph, another well-known crypto voice, said that XRP would make a lot of people rich. But how high can XRP get? That's the main question. The trillion-dollar question might even be up there. A lot of experts and powerful people are using big numbers. One of the most popular points of view was that of the digital asset owner. XRP will be worth $1,000 by 2030, according to experts. The XRP army price predictions don't seem so crazy after all. Even if that seems crazy at first. Some study based on data is starting to back up the idea. Maybe it's not enough to just dream about what XRP would need to do to hit $100 or even $1,000. We also need to check out how the market works. There are some people who are afraid that XRP would be worth $5.9 trillion if it hit $100, which is more than the whole cryptocurrency market. It would be worth $59 trillion if it reached $1,000. That's more than all the gold in the world. It makes sense to raise a question at that kind of value. But that's where things get interesting. An interesting point of view was given by crypto expert Zach Rector. He said that those prices should be. XRP wouldn't need that much real money coming in. Rector used real historical data to show inflow evaluation multipliers, which show how much money that comes into the XRP ecosystem changes the market cap as a whole. From what he discovered, XRP might not need more than 11 to 58 billion in real capital to reach $100. That's because people think XRP could hit the 100x to 536x market cap levels it has hit in short bursts in the past. Following the same multiplier idea, it might need between $118 billion and $589 billion in net inflows to reach $1,000. The price of XRP rose 22 times in March. Only 4 hours. If you think that's not possible, keep in mind that Rector has seen rates up to 589x in the past. This is more than just a wish. It comes from the way the chain really works. What does it all mean? One thing is that the price goals of $11,000 aren't just thrown out as crazy talk anymore, but they are still just guesses. Eduardo Fina and other important people are stepping up their work. He said he wouldn't sell his XRP for less than $100 and said the price of XRP should already be that high as it is. Normal situations in the market. Verson Algeria, the founder of Black Swan Capitalist, has said that each XRP coin should be worth $10,000, which is even more than $100. That's a big deal. Don't forget what CryptoGeek said too. The plan was for each XRP coin to be worth $10,000. That does sound very unlikely. But it is this kind of unwavering faith that is pushing the present wave of progress forward. The people behind XRP aren't just hoping, they're also planning, studying, and a lot of the time, they're just gathering. The last part of the Ripple SEC case is about to be written. Things might clear up with the law soon, letting XRP show what it can really do.